Ta-da! So I'm going to keep just a little bit. Now let's read. Let's just trying to get my computer all set and rolling. It's from some reason it's not letting me change things out. I'll have to check some other things. And all right, good morning. And we'll bring things in a little bit closer. There we go. The first thing I'm going to do is clean my frying pan. That's what I said. Clean the frying pan. So it looks like we got hopefully somebody else in. If you're in chat, please pop in and say howdy. What I want to do is, oh, okay, North, here we go on bacon. You know it. You know it. First of all, I'm going to clean the pad here. So what I use is on cast iron. I use just regular table salt. You know, buy these by a pound. Yeah, is it a pound anymore? Yeah, would have found one else. Then you add a little bit of olive oil. Good morning, Ray. Thanks for the thumbs up. Now, definitely will take you up on that offer. We are thinking about driving out that way maybe during the summer. Of course, the wife is coming with all sorts of ideas, but she hasn't narrowed it down yet. And I will have another grandchild on the way around the summertime, so we're probably going to stop in there and say howdy. So I'm starting to work my Sundays again, so I can save the money to do all that fun stuff. Now I still got to pay for my entry into the Arnold itself. I got the hotel paid for. Got the oh boy, it's fighting me. We'll have to get another pad. Then I got the entry fee paid for, so I've already spent about $600 to enter this thing. Kind of my thing. I was thinking about doing another one at the end of March, but it doesn't look like I'm going to do that. I think what we'll do is we'll just do a local trip to one of the family members and then go from there. We'll see how that goes. Am I coming through 5x5? I really can't tell. And I need to see if my, doesn't look like my, so let me go back to here. That shows it in there. So let me go to here. Come on, you can do it. View my channel. Oh, I'm moving slow. I don't know why. There we go. Oh, wait a minute. Very interesting. So, it looks like it got me to try start. Two of them. That's not good. So what's going on here? It looks like I have two lives going. I do. That wasn't the one I wanted. So maybe I'll fire the other one from the gym. Too funny. That's not what I wanted it to do. Alright. So it got me, well, it's showing that I have two live streams. One is going and one is not. So I don't know what's going on there. Yeah, freak them out. So the reason that I cleaned this with salt and olive oil, for a couple reasons. I want to make sure that you don't get any dish detergent in your cast iron. It's a very, very bad thing to do. So you don't want to do that. All right, let's get back to where I was here now. Let's refresh it. There we go. Now I got it the way it's supposed to be looking. Took me long enough. Thanks for the thumbs up, everybody. Appreciate it. So first of all, we're going to get the pan dried up, and we're going to cook bacon. You guessed it. Oh my goodness. I'll tell Mama she needs to cook that hamburger tonight. It's bleeding all over the place. These bags suck. Food storage bags that leak. The middle's there. Not supposed to leak. Now I got a mess to clean. So hang with me there. So the comments of the week. Of course, we always got our fake weight people. Another fake weight. Lately I've got one, well, you have a dad bod. You're built like a potato. I'm like, okay, so, yeah, what's your point? And of course, the guy who made the comment is definitely on gear. I mean, he's not on a little gear, he's on a lot of gear. I didn't say anything because, unlike them, I go to their page and I check out their profile. And this guy used to be extremely, extremely overweight. And of course, it looks like he did things to get rid of the weight. I mean, you know, some guy was over 300 pounds. And he's probably now a good 100 pounds lighter. But you can tell he went to, you know, Arnold Schwarzenegger's little helper. And that's fine. I don't care one way or another. Don't talk smack when you do that. Don't sit there and talk smack against somebody else who's doing it natural and say, well, you got a dad bod. You know, well, first of all, this is how you see me. I don't look too bad with a shirt off, considering my age and that. And I told him, I said, you know, seeing how everything you went through, I imagine, you know, people had razzed him about his weight. You know, probably got those looks from other people, you know, anytime he ordered a burger. And then he decided to make a positive change to his life. He may have had supporting people that helped him with that. You know, you hope he did. And then once you made the change and once you got yourself looking to where you're happy with yourself, what do? You go talk smack about somebody who's just stronger than you. Because that's what I worked toward, was strength. I mean, if I wanted to be slim and trim, I know exactly how to do it. But I want to be strong still. All right, we have different goals. You know, I'm glad that you're now, leaner, in much better shape. But you also went to, Dr. McGillicuddy's pharmacy to do it. I want to brag about it. I mean, yes, you did have to work hard. Yes, you did have to put the time in the gym. You probably had to change your diet. You did a lot of positive things, which is great. But you also took some real shortcuts, which is neither here nor there as far as I'm concerned. But then you're going to get online and talk smack to somebody who's not doing the shortcuts. It's like, really? It's like, hey, here's a can and shut the fuck up. You didn't do it naturally, but it was hard work. And then you're going to be a punk online. I don't understand it. Being the punk. It's like you forgot possibly what people had done to you. So I reminded him. His response was, so what's that supposed to mean? So what does that make me? I said, well, you know what it makes you. Makes you a clown. Alright? Anybody that sits there and gets online and makes fun of other people that are not inviting it, and there are some people that post some really stupid stuff, very hypocritical of when they're posted. It's usually political stuff. But when you come out uninvited and you're talking all this smack, have a cup and shut the hell up. So I just kind of decided to do a live stream. Wasn't really in my plan for the day. But I had to cook breakfast in the morning. I get science to get stuck right in what I call the gag reflex. It really bothered me. I went out yesterday to do a job, and I ended up losing my coffee out of my stomach because it hit that area, and it just couldn't get rid of that gag reflex. And I'm sitting out in the driveway for 10 minutes trying to get the feel better. So today I mix things up just a little bit. So what I got is bacon grease to line the pan before I put the bacon in there. What? That's crazy talk. Oh, not really. Then wait for the pan to get hot. So basically today this will be bacon and eggs, my regular go-to. And then I will probably get on the road. I've already did 3 S's. This morning, got that out of the way. I'm going to try doing those earlier than later. It does seem to help a little bit. This is nutrition. This is going to give me the energy to get through my workout, which is very important to do. So, I'm getting ready for the Arnold's. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to hit the weights I wanted to hit there. I just had too many things interrupt my training. Very, very bad accident in June, which really, what are you going to do? It happened. I'm making great gains. I really thought I was going to be able to take the world record on by that time. And it happens, shit happened. What are you going to do? You gotta put up with it and move on. You got to understand that you're not always in perfect control of what's going on. And you can complain about it, or you just can continue on training. So I decided to continue on training. Because complaining about it don't fix anything. You know, I wish I coulda, oughta, shoulda, coulda. Well, it didn't happen. I'm still gonna go. I got money spent on it. I was thinking about just canceling everything, but that's not what a competitor does. You don't cancel. You keep at it. Keep going. Move forward. Straight ahead. So I see a lot of things about, you know, libtards with the price of eggs. Oh, the price of eggs hasn't went down, blah, 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 blah. I get them from the neighbor, $2 a dozen. Like always. And if he'd ask for more, I'd give him more. You know, it's not like he's making money on it, just something he likes to do, and then he gets some money back on it. But, you know, things take time, and that's what people need to realize. You know, and it's, the reason that they lose so much credibility because they jump on the bandwagon right away and put out false information. Folks, we can check your information immediately. I mean, immediately. Can you boil I don't know, can you? So, we've got someone who's, I guess, got a sense of humor. Not much of one. But Ray, you know what to do with those people. So I got the bacon cooking. Sometimes I boil eggs in water, like, you know, the rest of the world. I'm just going to sit there and fry them in the bacon grease. And then give myself about a half hour to digest. I might run out and do a delivery job on my second job, which, if anything, you know, worst case scenario, it earns my gas money for the week. So it's not coming out of my pocket. So, you know, I'm always happy about that. But, the idea, if you want to make gains in your lifting and your fitness, you got to have a steady diet. You have to have at least 3 meals a day. 4 or 5 are better. You want to be active. On sunny days, I go out there and go for a walk. It's the blood moving. It's the body producing vitamin D. It really gets your day started. Not just going to the gym and lifting, but also going for walks. In the summer, I just, you know, I love the garden. So that gets me outdoors in the nice weather. And then also, I'm eating healthier because I'm eating fresh vegetables. I'm getting my vitamins and minerals naturally. Now I do have these Balance of Nature fruits and veggies, which I am taking, only because I still have some. But I'll be honest with you, it might just because I'm on so many other supplements, I didn't really feel a difference with them. That's my opinion. Now, if you weren't on any other supplements and this is the only supplement you did, then maybe that would be a different story. Remember, your large egg or extra large egg contains about 6 grams of protein, about 78 clean calories in all 20 amino acids. So when people say, well, I get my protein from plants. Well, you get some protein from plants. Unfortunately, you're not getting all the aminos. Plant protein is lacking in the number of aminos. Plant protein may only have about 7 to 9 amino acids, where your meats will have 15 to 20, your egg has all 20. So if you really want a complete diet, I recommend the incredible edible egg. Things to stay away from, seed oils. In foods, when you look at the back of the ingredients, there's 5 or 6 chemicals there. Then you might think, yeah, maybe I shouldn't be eating that. Yeah, I don't know how there's, this is YouTube, this is not PayPal. Go to them and see if they have, so sometimes they have programs for you. When I was in college, I was always going to financial aid and always seeing who I could write to get, money, Pell Grants, get loans, get scholarships. There are people out there, I got money from the Clan MacBean of North America, I got money from the Army, I got money from the Boone and Dennison Society. I wrote to everybody, and you have to write, and you have to put forth the effort. When my kids went to school, the VFW, gave them money for their first year. It helped towards tuition. So there's lots of ways of doing that. I don't believe YouTube's one of them unless you get your own channel and get it monetized, but I'll tell you, it don't pay like it used to. Remember, the one constant in life is everything changes. So the bacon I got here is from, it's Noah Meat Market. And I get the thick slice. I bought the thin slice one time, and you know what I did. I haven't tried the regular, but I know I really like the thick slice. So it's almost like, biting into ham, but it tastes like bacon. And you can fry ham like bacon too. And I think it does enhance the flavor a little bit. It's coming from the same animal, just a different portion, and it's got a little bit more of body fat. Yep. Bye-bye, Peaback Row. Bye-bye, Miss American Pie. Drove my Chevy to the levee. But hey, whatever that levee is, it was dry. I don't even know what a levee is. I always hear that in that song. I'm like, what's a levee? I don't know what a levee is. All I know, in the song it was dry. So I'm thinking there was no beer. Mm-hmm. Oh, that's good stuff. So bacon and eggs. And then sometimes when I really have time, when it's a slow day, I'll slice up a potato and fry it in the bacon grease. And then, especially during the summer, then I'll add green peppers from the garden, I'll add jalapenos from the garden, and that is good eating. Now, the wife likes onions. I'll do purple onions, or sweet onions will be in there, regular yellow onion. I don't particularly care for it, but the wife likes it, so on the weekends when she's home, I will put them in the eggs also. And what you're doing is you're adding this essential vitamins and minerals. Now your minerals you really need is magnesium, potassium, zinc, calcium. Those are some of the real important ones. Iron. And then on the other end, you have vitamins, of course your B complexes, there we go. Your vitamin A, your vitamin C, C is very important. D3, vitamin E for skin, and vitamin K. But if you are on blood pressure medicines, see your doctor before going on a regimen of vitamin K, because it is a natural blood thinner. So always check with your doctor, especially if you're on other medications. Make sure you're not getting things that are interacting with each other that shouldn't. So I think I will get on the road a little sooner today. If all goes well, I'll get a delivery to do. Hello, how we doing? Thanks for joining in. So we are doing the incredible edible eggs, farm fresh, right down the street. Get them for $2 a dozen. And bacon. And the bacon, I'm buying the butter bacon. It's about $6.89 a pound from the Meat Locker. It's far superior. I mean, it really is. I bought their ground beef, made some burgers with it earlier in the week, and oh my goodness, were they were good. I'm gonna let the wife know she needs to use the rest of it. We've used it in hamburger soup, which we love. Pork I still get from Hy-Vee, because I'm buying it. You know, when I go to the meat market, everything's frozen. You know, there to get it frozen, and they sell a lot of things in bulk. One of these days when I get the money ahead, I'll fill the freezer up full of meat. But I find myself out there on a pretty consistent basis. So usually I just, you know, buy there. Like I bought 2 pounds of bacon. Doesn't take me long to go through it. And the eggs, I picked up 3 dozen yesterday from a neighbor. I go through about 7 dozen a week. Hey, Runner Boy, how you doing there in the UK? So it's like 4, almost 5 o'clock there, huh? The Runner Boy has a channel. He's been doing it right, slow and steady. Keeps going. He has the form down, and he's been getting stronger all the time. The best thing is not to be in a rush. 100 MP storm. Oh, okay. That's right. You had that one come through, almost like a hurricane. Must be that climate change making everything colder. My niece in Louisiana, they got 10 inches of snow. They were actually getting worse weather than Alaska was getting. Surprising thing though, the average temperature of Alaska is warmer than the average temperature of Chicago. That was a surprising fact I learned a long, long time ago. Now, let's put the eggs in. So what I usually do is I pull the pan away from the flame because I don't want equal to a Cat 3. Woo! Well, that's good because Cat 3 that's going to be a strong one. Closer to the eye, the worse it is. When I lived in Florida, I think I went through about 3 hurricanes, but I'd always go inland. So the time it hit me, it was already 2 categories less than when it first hit the beach. But you would see they'd be running there. I know it was coming. I go top the car off and fill up some 5-gallon cans of gas because they say no price gouging. Well, they price gouge. You see them running out those pumps and kicking up. You know, this is when gas was probably like 89 cents a gallon, you know, they kick it up to $1.39 right away. They tried to do it one time when I was getting ready to fill it, come running over there, and I said, you touch that pump, I'm gonna hurt you. So he waited until I got done pumping gas. Well, I'm glad you survived it. I wanted to check and make sure that Mrs. Worm was okay. She's out that way also. Come on, eggs. Not baking up very easy. Tough shell, tough shell, tough shell. Well, because it's gotten colder, they've slowed down on the land, so I'm getting fresher eggs. And I can tell they're fresher. Not the other ones are bad, you know, because they don't wash them. Generally, when you don't wash them, they last long. Now, these they wash, but I know I'm going to go through them rather quickly. But these are, you know, pretty much fresh from the chicken 1 or 2 days ago. And they haven't been any better than that. Because remember, if you buy them from a store, you know, they're weeks old. They're already weeks old the time they got there. All right. So I got 8 eggs in there, basically 4 apiece for when the boy rises from the dead. I'll help him. And always, and of course, the coffee grounds and the eggshells always go out to the garden. And then always some pink salt on there, because pink salt has other essential minerals, manganese, magnesium, not just sodium chloride. So it's good to have that in there. So we'll put this back on the heat and let it start cooking. Lost power? Okay. Yeah, that was almost a give me. When a hurricane came through, you were going to lose power. Now I have a generator. You know, what I found funny, not funny, haha, but funny, peculiar, is one of these big prepper channels I follow. When they had that storm come through, lost power, and he didn't have a generator. I'm like, dude, how can you be telling people about preps and not have one of the major things you need to have, which is a generator? You know, my generator will run the furnace and the refrigerator and freezer and some lights. That's all I need. Doesn't run the power because I don't have it hooked up for 220. One of these days, I'll get somebody that knows about that, and we'll get a input there where I can do that, so I can run. Then we can take showers too. But if I need to, I can go to the local gym and take a shower. Yeah, heat wave, not a storm. You know, I found that. And, you know, he was trying to defend himself, and I'm like, come on, man. You know, you've been talking about prepping for years, and every prepper I know has generators. I've got some backup generators. I have a main gas generator, and I have some solar generators, which are basically a battery, and they're charged up. And one's hooked up to the sump pump down in the basement. I got one here in the living room for lights. I got one upstairs for lights. You know, do I really need them? No, but they're there in case I do. So let's mix up the eggs, mix it up. So the eggs are going to have a lot of calories because I am cooking them in bacon grease. But bacon grease is better than seed oils. And sometimes I'll throw some butter in there for flavor. But today I'm just going to use bacon grease. Bacon! There's a nice thick cut bacon. Give me an idea. Oh, it's good stuff, Maynard. You can't top it. And sometimes when the A1 steak sauce is on sale, I'll buy one of the big containers and I'll put that over the eggs when I want a little extra flavor. So So yeah, the Instagram has been a little bit better. Now that I have a bunch of followers, a lot of times they will, I'm in the car. All right, well, drive safe. Thanks for saying hello. And thanks for hitting the thumbs up. If you haven't hit the thumbs up, please do. What's your favorite dog? I'm going to guess a husky. I've had huskies and I've had Alaskan Malamutes. I had one husky that was a quarter wolf. He was a good dog. And now I'm so busy, unfortunately I don't have a dog, I have a cat. And I didn't go out and get the cat. It just showed up one day. Lived in the shed for 6 years. Or it decided to come up and make friends. But I guess that's what cats do. But I can leave for hours and hours and hours. And cats don't care. Well, they care, but they don't freak out. A dog will freak out. You just can't do that to a dog. They're just too a social animal. And basically that's cruel to a puppy dog. Now when I retire, I'll be one of those irritating old people who got the little dog like that, and then, if my dog ain't welcome, I'm not coming over. My grandparents were like that. They said, it's not that your dogs ain't welcome, it's just our big dog will eat your little doggies if you bring them. But no, I like dogs and cats. I get along with both of them. So we have Binks. We have Binks the Ninja Cat, who now sleeps with us. And if we lock the door, it climbs up this pipe and gets into our attic above the bedroom, which is open. And then I get to see the thing meowing down at us until I let it in. So now when it gets warmer, she's going to find herself back outside. But problem is when they're outside, they're hunting mice and they're doing a lot of things, and then now you got to treat them for worms. Then they end up getting tapeworms and all that other stuff. So it's like, but man, does she poop a lot. I mean, oh my goodness. I've never seen a litter box get filled so quickly than what this cat does. All right, come on. All right. Breakfast is served. So besides the fake weight comments, who don't believe it, the bar didn't bend, bench bars don't bend. All right? They're designed not to bend. When you're benching, you don't want the bar like that. When you're deadlifting, and you're deadlifting like here, yes, bar bends because the weights are way out here and the fulcrum is down here. When you're benching, the fulcrum's out here. All right? And it's a stiffer bar, so it doesn't bend. And when people say, oh, it's fake because it don't bend, you just announce to everybody you've never benched heavy in your life, and you have no idea what you're talking about. You said it, you did it. And rubber coated weights still weigh 45 pounds, and they don't clang, right? Metal weights clang, especially when you don't have collars on it. But then I would get it, oh, they're fake because they clang, they're fake because they don't clang. They're dudes, they're real lifts. Get over it. Sorry I hurt your ego. But you need to get over it. I don't bench enough to bend. You've got to be benching in the 600s for it to bend. You really do. And a 600-pound bencher has a wide grip. So that kind of keeps it from bending too. And when I was at that gym in Missouri years ago, and when I loaded up 405, the owner came up and wanted to switch out the bar because he was afraid I was going to bend the bar. And that's the first thing I asked him. I said, well, did you buy the bar at Walmart? He goes, no. It's a $350 bar. I said, then you're fine. I was in Walmart, and they have an Olympic bar. It's a 3-piece bar. there ain't no way I'd trust a 3-piece bar with Olympic weights, with the weight I do. I might as well just say, hey, let's break the bar, because that one would break. That's a cheap one. That's like $120 bar. No, $120 bar is going to bend or break. You get what you pay for. But, $350 bar or above that, I mean, even the bar that came with my set. And I bought the set, 315-pound set, with the rack and all the other attachments. Now, I got it on closeout for $400. It probably was $1,200 beforehand. But I do have better bars. I just can't remember where I put them. I think I went over at my buddy's house. I don't know, I just had a really good black bar, and now I don't know where it's at. Yeah, Texas Power Bar, there you go. In Missouri, Jeff Lewis. He may have, what part of Missouri? I've seen Cole Bennett. He's an old guy like me, but he's a 600-pound bencher. He sounds familiar. I remember that one of the first few meets I went to, we had two guys from Missouri come and compete, and they were big benchers back then, and that was probably 12, 13 years ago. So it may have been him. I'll look him up, though. I'll sit there and check that out. But anyway, got breakfast served here. I'm getting ready to eat, get a little rest, maybe get down the road, earn some money. And then, I'll check him out, St. Louis. And he probably knows Cole Bennett, too, because Cole Bennett works out in St. Louis, too. And I'm usually about 35 minutes from St. Louis, so maybe I'll try to contact him and get him and Cole and myself. The last place I worked out in Missouri was Ironweb Fitness, which was in Marshfield, which was just a little bit east of Springfield. Oh no, St. Louis, sorry, Springfield. I was thinking Springfield. St. Louis is closer. I'll have to check him out, but he might have came up on one of those meets. One was from Hannibal, Missouri, and the other I think was from St. Louis. Yep, I'll look him up, appreciate it. So everybody, remember, rest, nutrition, proper exercise, just get in the gym and lift, go out for walks, enjoy life. When you're in the gym, you're working out for you, don't worry about what anybody else is doing. And all exercises are beneficial. When somebody says, stop doing this exercise, it's not doing you any good, that's false. Okay? They may prefer doing something a different way, and you may want to see how they do things and be curious about it. But when they make blanket statements like that, I tell them stop. You're contracting a muscle, you are exercising it. Just form over weight. Form over weight. Everybody have a wonderful weekend. It's Throwback Thursday, so I think I'll put some of my older lifts up for everybody to see. Da da da, la da da da, la da 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 da.